Begin by removing the tunnel brace by unbolting the 8 fasteners that hold it to the car, and the remaining 6 fasteners that attach it to the splash shields. Next, you'll need to lower the exhaust to gain access to the drive shaft. Unbolt the 2 center hangers. Unplug the exhaust valve actuator, and then unbolt the 2 remaining hangers at the back of the car. Before lowering the exhaust down, loosen up the rear valence by removing these 3 screws. Lower the exhaust down. Then remove the remaining fasteners attaching the heat shield to the car. Once these are removed, pull the heat shield out. You will now have access to the driveshaft carrier. Make a cut on each side of the carrier frame. Then unbolt it from the body and remove the outer frame. Using a razor blade, make a cut through the rubber to remove the rest of the frame from the bearing. Then, cut the remaining center rubber rib all the way around until it's flush with the base layer of rubber, but keep the base layer of rubber intact. Now you can install the new carrier. Start with the top half. The text on the carrier will face the front of the vehicle, but on the bushing, you'll want the text and arrow that says front to actually be pointing to the back of the vehicle. With the bushing in the top half, slide it over top of the bearing. Then bring the bottom half up to meet it and connect the two together using the provided Allen bolts. As you tighten the bolts, switch back and forth from left to right so the bolts don't bind in the holes. A small gap may form between the two bushings. This is normal. To mount it to the car, take a shoulder bolt, add a fender washer, then an isolation damper facing up, go up through the carrier, add another isolation damper facing down, and the small gold washer on top. Thread that into the car. Repeat these steps on the other side. Bolt, fender washer, isolation damper facing up, through the carrier, another damper facing down, and small washer on top. Tighten both sides to the car. Reinstall your heat shield, exhaust, and tunnel brace, and your installation is complete.